Cheers and enjoy the beers. Yes, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world, and welcome once again to the channel with me, Disco, coming at you with another set of live stream beers from in front of the cans and bowls here on the bar. I am currently festively calling the Disco Arms. Ho, 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 and all of that. As you probably know, I'm not particularly festive. I don't even use the C word. Particularly if I can help it, and if I do, it's not with a capital C. Yes, I'm a bit of a Grinch. I'm a bit of a grump about Christmas, all this enforced jollity. I'm a jolly person throughout the rest of the year, so I don't see why jolly, goodwill to all men and happy joy should be reserved for one day of the year. But yeah, and I'm in a proper grumpy mood this week again. No particular reason. I'm just trying to get stuff done. I was in a bit of a grump yesterday, so much so that I didn't do the planned live stream. I apologise for that. Anybody who was popping in to say hello or planning on or whatever. So we'll put that one back to next Monday. That would just be another Monday club. It wasn't a special one particularly. It was just something that interested me, as always, kind of vaguely. 3 beers that sort of go together, as we sort of have tonight. But yeah, if you are joining in and you are doing the Christmas festive thing, please come and be a festive here and let me know what you're drinking along. Rusty, thanks for popping in. Hope you're having a good week and enjoying the Christmas stuff. Yeah, there she is. She's in today. She's going to sit and look. She might be an idiot. No, mainly because she doesn't believe in all that malarkey either. She wouldn't know what day of the week it is, let alone whether Santa's here. She just gets plenty of treats throughout the year, don't you? Yes. So no, none of that malarkey. I don't allow myself to be mugged into the over-commercialization of religious ideology. I don't believe in the rest of the year. I just go about and enjoy the beers. Talking of which, I've sort of cobbled together some festive beers, one of which only actually arrived this afternoon. I normally do go in for festive beers because I like the kind of flavours they normally have. I haven't massively this year. I haven't done that Christmas countdown malarkey. Just a little bit too much work. Because we don't believe in that company either here at the Disco Arms. I think they should be banned or at least made to pay more tax. You should all stop using Amazon. A complete waste of resources. But I appreciate the thought. If you did, you didn't. But she won't. She won't have a slightest clue. Bless her. You all right? Still been a dick? Yeah? Comfortable? Yeah. Getting onto the beers. Yeah, that's what we're all here for. I love a Christmas beer. I love a Christmas party. Haven't been to many really recently. Probably not going to any this year, to be honest. So it's a party at home. This is not a Christmas party. It's just some festive beers. But thanks for joining along. You can do all the jolly stuff for me. I'll just do the beers. And with that in mind, let's slowly, because it takes me ages to find it still, go straight on to beer number 1, please. And beer number 1 is not actually a festive beer, to be fair. Got a little story. Let me get it in the glass and I'll tell you why I've got this beer, even though it's not massively festive. It's called Lunatic. It's by a brewery that I don't know if anybody's outside of this stream actually heard of, because I featured them a while back with the pumpkin beers. They're called Anomaly, down in Surrey. Fairly small outfit, but they've got 4 beers out, and this was a Christmas gift pack. So that's basically the tenuous reason I'm putting it. It came in a Christmas gift pack, or that's how they advertised it anyway. It is a 7% Biere de Garde, they are calling it. So something quite big to start off with. Got as part of the festive gift pack the Anomaly glass. I think that's going to be okay. I haven't used it yet. It's just got my fingerprints over it. Not my favourite shape or size of glass. I presume it's... Oh no, it is marked. That's 2/3 to the line. Lots of creamy head development there. Lots of bubbles. A darker beer than I was necessarily imagining it, although I shouldn't be surprised, I guess, for a Biere de Garde, a Belgian style beer. You guys will know more about Biere de Garde than me, probably. Yeah, so it's called Lunatic, and it's got a moon on the glass. So I'm going to go and do the photograph. I'm so behind with beer reviews on Instagram. I'm taking all the photographs for. But there we go. I think that's actually going to work, that cam balance, but I'm not sure there's quite enough in there. Let's go around here to do it. Sorry if I'm covering the lens. I think I did on the one the other day, completely cover the lens whilst I was reaching across. Because it's a darker beer. Put the laptop screen down there because there's a bit of glare there. That's a terrible photo. It's just not gonna. Try again. For fuck's sake. Oh, well, I'll just do it as an apologise for the terrible photograph afterwards. But there we go. Ooh. But yeah, do let us know if you've got some festive beers drinking along. This is, I suppose, Christmas after all. I had jolly beers last weekend. I have some Barnabas 12 for that festive day soon. Yeah, a couple of days. I had 2 beer deliveries come in today. I did have some festive beers on them. This wasn't one of them. I'll talk about that actually in the at the end, I suppose. But yeah, so part of that beer delivery coming today, I was going to have a couple of other festive beers. I had a Warsteiner festive lager, little can coming up from Cornwall. I don't know why, it was kind of just almost like a make weight in that delivery from Red Elephant in Truro. And I thought, well, do you know what? I can use it because I've got a 500ml bottle coming up. So I like to kind of balance it out a little bit. It's not that they didn't turn up. They did turn up, but I wasn't in because they don't tell you when. UPS, they're only slightly less good than Every. But yeah, so those ones didn't turn up, so I couldn't put them on the thumbnail, couldn't put them on the list. They may or may not turn up tomorrow in time for Christmas, or I might see them next year sometime, which is a bit annoying, but that's one of them things. It's not the supplier's fault particularly. But yeah, so nice, rich, very dark amber colour. There's a little bit of ruby notes going around there as well. Now, Biere de Gardes, I don't know much about. I've only ever had the one as far as I know, and that was a beetroot Biere de Garde from McColl's. I should probably have still got one in, so I know very little about Biere de Garde. I know very little about Belgian beers in general. I did get Delirium's Christmas beer, and I do have 3 other Delirium beers in, so at some point might be kind of madness, but I think it's going to be a high ABV Delirium stream at some point if I can. Maybe over Christmas, I think that would be a good time to do it. And a couple of those Deliriums have been sitting there a while. But you can do that with Delirium to a certain extent. So, massive creamy head. And this is a new beer, so it's not February 2026. So it's not that new, but it's at least in date. Kind of like the artwork that Anomaly do. Fairly basic in black and white. Don't worry too much about colours. Let's have a look. See what we can get on this. Lovely aroma with those kind of bready kind of malts. Lots of kind of hot buttered brioche kind of aromas coming out there. A little bit of currants maybe. That's kind of why I put this in, because I thought there'd be some kind of Christmassy sort of notes in there, you know, from the cloves and spice a little bit, alongside maybe a little bit of banana on that kind of Belgian yeast kind of beer. So let's have a little look. Cheers and Merry Crimble times and all that jazz. Yeah, nice, really nice. Quite smooth, but also it's got that slight rough brown sugar kind of edge to it. Lots more banana come through there now. Not too much on the spice, but a slight more kind of, I don't know, almost sort of gingery pepperiness rather than kind of winter spices, which is fine. That's what it's meant to, I guess, isn't it? Really, but there's a slight kind of warming note from that kind of pepperiness, slight salinity as well. Nice balance to it all the way across, but those kind of dark amber malts, bready kind of malts. Really upfront, really balance everything out. Like I say, I don't know much about Biere de Garde as a style, so I don't know whether this is representative. I can only assume it is, because not having had that much before, I'm aware of the beer style. Yeah, really nice, really nice. Really? Okay, yeah, I've seen one or two, like I say, but nothing. I mean, what I was looking for was some kind of like white ale or winter ale, and there are 1 or 2 around over here. So I wanted something really to start a bit lighter, as you know. I kind of like going up the color palette. You know, I want to start on like an IPA or something a pale ale. But I think that's obviously more summery generally, so you don't really get that much. That's why I picked that Warsteiner as a lager and see how that was going to be. But so this is really the kind of the lightest, I guess, that I happen to have in far too many beers, because I didn't really get any Christmassy beers in. There wasn't anything else apart from the Delirium, and even that, of course, is a dark ale, so that's not going to be like IPA note. Probably should have done something like I did have a kind of Bavarian hopped beer that was like Orangina, but that was a year out of date, so I didn't actually bother with that one. I might just do that separately. I would say the beer you're currently drinking is like a saison or farmhouse style. Not so much saison. There is certainly a bit of there's a bit of farmhouse kind of rustic note going on. Um, yeah, there's not too much saison about it. Got the right notes, I think. Let's have a look, see what they got to say. Okay, so Anomaly Brewing. We specialise in taking old forgotten recipes from around Europe and rethinking them with today's brewing in mind. Become the anomaly. Anomaly. Why do I have such trouble with that word? Lunatic, awesome Biere de Garde. Watch your step because this deceivingly drinkable homage to French classic will knock your socks off. Hints of banana, thyme, and grapefruit. Okay, I obviously don't know what I'm talking about because I'm assuming Biere de Garde is Belgian, but I guess there's a lot of crossover with Belgium and France. Definitely the banana. Thyme is an interesting one. Bit nonplussed to see grapefruit on there, to be fair. Mr. Wilson, good evening to you. Happy damn Tuesday. Welcome along for a little Tuesday tipple with some potentially festive-ish beers. Stick around for the next one, Mr. Wilson. You might enjoy it if you've seen the thumbnail. But yeah, plenty to find. There is a kind of it's not quite grapefruit, but it's more kind of slight pithiness in the background. A kind of it takes it towards kind of hoppiness without necessarily being so. A little bit of caramel going on, a little bit of very very light on the toffee, but yeah, now there is a slight bitterness in the back end. That's weird, only because I've seen grapefruit maybe, but there's no actual grapefruit taste particularly. It's a bit more like, when you have like a white beer, a white ale, where you have like orange rind and one of those herbs beginning with C. Not cardamom, the other one. But yeah, so there's that kind of piffiness, slight earthiness, slight salinity to it. It's like savouriness. But all really nicely balanced. It's not probably everyone's favourite. I like trying it because it's kind of different. It's a little bit of an anomaly in that sense. But definitely got those kind of winter warmer kind of notes with that kind of spice. Yes, I've seen it. A long story about that one as well, kind of. I didn't. Having talked about it before, I didn't rush out and try and find it. I did have a cursory look around, but I'm not quite sure where I'd actually pick it up from. I'll tell you how I got it when I do it. But yeah, this one picked up direct from Anomaly over in I think outside out near Egham somewhere, and they sent me this Christmas gift pack away just after Halloween, because I did the pumpkin one they had, which I really enjoyed. Enjoyed their porter as well. They do have other pale ales and IPAs, but they do seem to he likes doing something a bit different. From what he told me, they are fairly tiny, smaller than Pistachio as a brewery, but in a outhouse by the sound of it on the back of his garden. But getting slowly out and about and trying something a bit unique and a bit different, which is good. I like that. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to line up some Christmas cracker jokes. I don't buy Christmas crackers, but they're fairly easy to find. Do let us know your favourite Christmas cracker joke, because they're all generally terrible, but they are my kind of terrible. Yeah, I don't buy Christmas crackers, except for the ones that go with the cheese. It's what I'm going back for, because it's so kind of unusual with all those different flavors. Like picking up, there's a lot of. Now I've said crackers. There's kind of a lot of wheat cracker in there. I want a kind of buttery brioche. Really nice. Really interesting, though. Yes, biscuits for cheese. That's the only crackers I'm interested in, and I haven't got any. And I don't really fancy going to the shops tomorrow. It's going to be absolutely mental. But then I don't have to be, really. Just best Christmas cracker jokes. See what the internet's got to say. First one up on Google. Oh, crikey, no, they're terrible. Oh, here's my favourite one. What's brown and sticky? What's brown and sticky? A stick. Oh no! I tell you what, the best Christmas cracker joke I heard the other day was, how much does Santa pay for his sleigh? And the answer is nothing. It's on the house. There you go. I think I'll probably end it there, really. Sammy, how you doing? Merry Crimble times to you. Thanks for popping in all the way from the other side of the world. I foresee about 100 beers today. He gets in. Fair play. It's nearly time to start, I guess, as well. I guess you're off for the duration. I actually popped into work today. Again, part of this kind of story of why I've got these beers. I'm off this week, technically. Working again Boxing Day, pulling pints on the bar for little Boxing Day slurps for the locals. Oh, sorry, Mr. Wilson. What was brown and sticky? A stick. I know, terrible, wasn't it? I do like that one. Yeah, popped in at work today. I wasn't going to because didn't need to be there, but the delivery for this third beer that I was meant to be in on Thursday, I thought it would. No, I ordered it Thursday. I thought it would be here Friday, if not yesterday. And yeah, there was Trembling Man is having a little bit of a trouble, I think, at the moment with orders over Christmas. They're a little bit victims of their own success by the sound of it. And I did see after I placed it, they were on a 24-hour delay, and in fact, they've now stopped taking orders for Christmas because normally you'd be able to order it today and it could go to deliver tomorrow because they're normally so good on the overnights. But yeah, there was a shortage. So to be fair, they phoned me up and said, "Oh, by the way, this can's out of stock." Just caught that thing between other people booking it on. It's a Hackney Church Christmas Stout, funny enough, which I felt a bit bad about getting a beer from Hackney Church all the way from Yorkshire, but these things happen. But it was out of stock, so I got something else instead. It was not a problem. So they said they put it on an overnight anyway at their expense, and it'd be there Saturday. And Saturday came and went, and I get them sent up to work. And yeah, Saturday came and went at work, and it wasn't there. So I thought, no problem, it'll arrive on Monday. Got no notifications or nothing. And then I had a bit of a lay-in this morning, and when I woke up at 10 o'clock, I saw a notification say it's coming today. And I thought, oh, fair enough. And then before I could even see the time, I saw another notification that it had arrived at 8:30 this morning. Luckily, it wasn't a problem because it's all good. You can get them up there. So I actually went up to work. I then did a bit of gardening, did a bit of composting. Didn't put a live on it. Didn't have time. Then I stopped at Weatherspoons on the way back for a couple of pints to complete a Twickenham ale set. So I've had all of those now, put them up on Instagram for quick little reviews. Nice ones. Little heads up, the mint choc chip was the best one, I thought, anyway. Let's see what if you haven't, whether you agree with that, Mr. Wilson. If you get on, yes, it is very appalling, but I like that kind of appalling. Please furnish me with your better Christmas cracker jokes if you can. That's the standard. Christmas Eve morning, yes, of course, yes. First day off. I'm going to start with 2 final Advent beers, 10%ers. Good. See where the day takes you. Could take you anywhere after that. Like I say, the ones I had lunchtime were only 4.7, so it was easy. And I could have stayed. I could have very easily carried on with that one. Bear with. What I still never did, talking about that, Sam, I still never sorted out any. I was going to do some lives over Christmas and try and get some people in, but just work, really. Never got anything sorted out, never sent any messages out. I don't know, have you drunk those Abbott beers? Still need to do that at some point. Yeah, it can be hit and miss. Mint's a funny one in beer. You don't see it too often. And I think usually it will go with chocolate, bit of lactose to get the ice cream kind of vibes going on. But even the mint can be a bit funny. Breweries don't always do it well. I had a few good ones. I had a mint pale ale once as well. Rasko will give that a go. That was odd, but really nice. So yeah, I'm not sure about mint beers. Unfortunately, don't see them often, but I will give it a go. This one was kind of a bit rough and ready, but a solid stout. But it was, I think there was plenty of lactose in it, so it was kind of nice and smooth and creamy. It was probably the best of the 4. I would say probably followed by the rum and raisin. Probably third was the raspberry ripple, and then there was the base oatmeal stout, which is all right, but I say a bit rough and ready, a bit rustic. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, mint can go a bit toothpaste, can't it? Yeah, mint porter. I don't know. It has to be a mint stout, I think. I'm up for beer. What beer is a good question? Well, well, like I say, in that parcel that's coming, hopefully, if it comes tomorrow, is the narwhal, as well as I've still got Sierra Nevada porter. Actually, saw that yesterday. Hoping it'll be on over the weekend. All 4 still in cellar. Mine, I think they rushed it through. There was only 2 on yesterday, so I had those 2. But fortunately, the other 2 came on today, so they've actually got all 4 on in mine, which is good. Which is good. I'm make for a pint. That's all good. It's always better when you do that, really, isn't it? That's really nice. That quite like that. I like the balance. Sorry, I quite like it. I quite like the balance of it. I quite like the different flavors that kind of the way it all goes together. Do you know what? I didn't think of that. That's a really good shout. I have to go back. I didn't. I can only think. I don't think they'd all go together, to be honest. I think the raspberry ripple might go with the rum and raisin because they were both quite fruity. I wouldn't fancy mixing anything with the mint. That would just, I think it would overpower it a little bit. That's why I went rum and raisin first. That should have felt stronger, but that was a little bit light. Had definitely that kind of raisiny, kind of brown sugary note without being out and out rum. So it's a good question. No, I don't think any of them would mix particularly well. Like I say, the raspberry ripple and rum and raisin probably go together. There's no point mixing the oatmeal stout with any of them. I tell you what, maybe mix the oatmeal stout with the rum and raisin to thicken it up a little. If you wanted mint rum and raisin, that might work, because the mint was definitely the creamiest, I thought. Yeah, do you know what? It never even occurred to me. To be fair, never even occurred to me. Yeah, that's kind of that's kind of the only one that really sort of stands out. I think if you mix the oatmeal with the mint, you just get you dilute that kind of mint flavor and just get a creamier oatmeal stout. Because that oatmeal stout, I didn't think it was really. I think it needed more oats to be like kind of creamier and smoother. To be fair, yeah. Let me know how that goes. I might not get a chance to go and do that tomorrow. To be fair, I think that's enough Weatherspoons for this week. To be honest, so it's a good spoons. They got a full rack of beers on. I think they had like 8 or 9 real ales on, including those 4, including roasted nuts. And I didn't even have to go back for another pint of roasted nuts today. I was trying to sort this delivery out, but yeah. My Weatherspoons, I think, are pretty good. Although we had this argument with Rasko the other day about Weatherspoons. Mine are pretty good, and those beers aren't going to be like, they're not going to sit in the archetypal of Weatherspoons beers that have sat around for a while. They're fairly new on. They are kind of, I think it's a little bit of a tradition of Twickenham to do those small batch beers at Christmas. You generally see them there, but yeah, so they are fairly new. I mean, they're more than a couple of months old tops, and they didn't sit in the spoon cellar that often, because I saw them back end of last week, and figured they'd be on at some point. I think they just wanted to get them on for Christmas. Maybe yours is just waiting for the lines to clear. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to set that back for afters. I don't think I'll mix any of these, but I'm going to sit that back and have a little think about that afterwards. I'm going to move swiftly on, I think. And that's normally only do that with beers I'm not that fussed on. I'm actually like that one, so I want to go and have another think about that one. Let's move on now to a beer number 2, in order that I don't do too much talking. Small drinking, really. Yeah, so beer number 2, as Mr. Wilson has keenly seen, is an unusual one, I guess. Jersey, fantastic. Thank you. Cheers. Thanks for popping in. Let us know if you've got a beer on, what you're drinking along with, got any festive beers. Let us know any tips for festive beers, because this point next week, they'll all be on discount, and I'll see what I can pick up. Maybe. Well, they won't. They might be. I don't mind going and picking festive beers up after the festive period, especially if they're on discount. A photo reminder, go on to balance the bottle. Yeah, no bottle balances. I don't think it would actually work. But let's get this in. Let's change the banner first of all, so we know what we're drinking. We are drinking. It's from Hogsback Brewery down near Mr. Wilson, outside of Guildford, Farnham Way, and it is their Fairytale of New Pork, which I don't know if I like as a pun. I mean, obviously it's a pun; it works with Hogsback, but yeah, I don't know if I like a beer being called pork. But there you go. But yeah, it's a 4%, so something nice and light in a 500ml bottle. An amber smoky ale. The description, not mine. An amber smoky ale, not a smoky amber ale, as I've put. But never mind. But yeah, 4%. Let's get it in a glass and let's see what we get. Trying to get the bottle cap the right way up. A lot of people say crown. I say bottle cap because that's what it is. I don't know where this crown thing came from. It's probably not wrong, but let's get it out first. Just put it in a regular pint glass. Marlow Rebellion Brewery, having talked about roasted nuts just now. Don't be silly. I'm not trying to balance the bottle. I will do the photograph though. So yeah, nice bit of fizz pouring into the glass, kind of lightish kind of amber, kind of golden ale. Nice head development, which I don't expect to stick around, but let's see. Let's do the photo quickly. It's got reindeers on the front as well, really. Lots of kind of red bleeding through. On the camera, I guess that's possibly from the bottle label though. Yeah, not too bad. It's come up. It does the job. Try and get these pictures up on Instagram at some point this week when things are a little bit quieter, maybe. Mr. Wilson's on a Siren Craft, suspended in mistletoe, very average. Yeah, what's the mistletoe about? I've heard that mistletoe is poisonous, so you wouldn't be putting it in beer. Love the little piggies on the label. Oh, I see. Yes, I thought it was reindeer. No, you're right. It is, isn't it? It's a really battered bottle. Right, yeah. So there we go. That's what we're talking about. So 4 little piggies with Santa's sleigh. Kind of fun, isn't it? Kind of fun. As expected, that head has dissipated fairly quickly. Let's get a sniff on. See what we can smell on the smokiness. I don't think it's going to be too smoky, but let's have a look. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Bear with a second. I'm going to have another little go at that. Yeah, there's a little bit of smoke there for sure. I tell you what, I say a little bit of smoke. You have to get right into it, but there's some Bamberg thing going on there. It's proper bacony smoke as well. That's a Schlenkerla kind of note going on there. Could be in for something interesting. Let's go. Cheers. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Really. Yeah. Not odd. Odd is the wrong word. It's just a bit different, I guess. Yeah. Cheers, man. Let's go again and see what else we get. There's that smokiness on the nose really kind of helps, and it's a good kind of smokiness, but it does go very bacon. And it's weird because it's quite a thin ale, but it's not watery particularly. There's lots of smoky bacon notes going on, but there's also, and I want to say, it feels like a bit of apple sauce with a slice of pork. There's a fruitiness going on there, and it's not out and out apple. It's just a touch of fruitiness, and it feels like it could be apple sauce with pork. That's really weird. It's noticeably 4%, but it's definitely thin, but not majorly watery. It's kind of juicy though as well. Yeah, sorry, Shark. It is definitely a smoky one. Absolutely smoking. I don't know though. It's not. It's not. It's very strange. I say that kind of bacony flavour, like you get with those that Schlenkerla Mars, the one that's really tastes like bacon. This one has got lighter notes of that. It's got that kind of slight porky bacon kind of note, like I say, with that kind of fruity note as well. It's nowhere near a Bamberg smoke Schlenkerla, but there's definitely, I'm guessing, some Bamberg in there. It's yeah, I don't dislike it. It's a tough one that wouldn't please like a lot of people. I don't think. I didn't arrange the t-shirts properly today, did I? Um, yeah, it's light. It's I don't know. You might, it's light. So it's a kind of session ale. I don't think you'd want to be doing too many of them necessarily, but that light smoky taste definitely pulls towards kind of bacon, and with the fruitiness, it feels more like quite a soft drink, but it's sort of light smoky taste. Yeah, I think a good beer, easy drinking. Because yeah, it is exactly. So it's got that lightness of body, in that there's that kind of juicy note to it. So yeah, I'm going pulled pork and applesauce. Uh, Balance? No, not really, but don't necessarily. Cheers, mate. Yep, hope all okay. Take care. Catch you in a bit. Um, yeah, do you know? I think you might. I mean, if like depending on what your general dislike of smoked beers actually comes across as, this comes across as a smoked beer, but without being heavily smoked. Say that lightness. It's got a nice juicy little kind of note to it. Let's see what they say. Uh, yeah. So, oh no, right. So it says field to Firkin. We grow 8 acres of hops in the fields adjacent to our brewery to help ensure that our ingredients are the freshest and the best, and also the cheapest for transport costs and shit. Probably they're not saying that I am, but let's not worry about that. That's fine. Just me being grumpy. Uh, Including the heritage hop Farnham Whitebine used in this beer. Farnham Whitebine is a traditional bittering hop prized for its delicate aroma and peppery flavour. Well, I guess it helps with that kind of slight savoury kind of bacony note, but it's not a hop. It's not a hoppy beer. There's no noticeable hop character to it necessarily, amongst all those kind of darker malt notes. Fairytale of New Pork. A smooth, full-flavoured amber ale is brewed with authentic beechwood smoked German malt, whether it's Bamberg or anybody else's, I guess, and a combination of fine English pale and crystal malts for rich notes of cinder, toffee, and biscuit caramel, rounded off with a warm smokiness. Brewed with brewed with 100% Farn and Whitebine hops from a hop garden here in Tongham, Surrey. Toffee and biscuity caramel. I said toffee about that one, but yeah, not so much toffee and caramel. Apart from that kind of darker amber malt, you can see the crystal in it, I think. Because it's very light of body as well there. I don't know, maybe toffee apple, perhaps, maybe, but it's yeah, it's more. it's weird. There's no noticeable, like I said before, about kind of on that Anomaly one about kind of sort of buttery kind of brioche. This has no specific bread note. Um, it doesn't really have toffee or caramel for me anyway. I think it's there, but it's definitely a very unusual beer in that it kind of brings everything together without being the usual kind of notes. Hey Paul, how you doing? Here's a strange one for you. An amber smoky ale from Hogsback Brewery down in Surrey. It's definitely got that light smokiness going on. I put it the wrong way around. But yeah, a very interesting beer in that it is kind of different. Like I say, there's no like slinkers being that smokiness, being that kind of bacon note on the nose. Yeah, I think you would like this one because it is, yeah, really different. I say all the English ale hops, but it's not even like a, you know, it doesn't go towards best bitter. Doesn't have a coppery note. Sometimes I find those English kind of amber ales and best bitters have that kind of coppery kind of. It goes from toffee very quickly into copper. This doesn't have that. Maybe a bit later, perhaps. Now I've said it, is it there? I don't know. But no, it's yeah, it's got a very different flavor profile than you would expect. But it is also oddly juicy and refreshing. So it's like savory, fruity. That's what I say. All I've got is pulled pork and applesauce. I'm glad I tried it. Massive thanks, by the way, to my good friends Zoe and Duncan, who always manage to put up something a bit special as a Christmas present. They know I like a beer, so they always try to find something. Whether they do it on purpose or not, I don't know. But yeah, they'll always drop me a beer and say, "Try this," like you know. And they have. I'm guessing Zoe's done it. I don't know where they've got it from. I've got to find out. But yeah, she's pulled one out of the bag this year that's definitely very different. Definitely one I've not had. Definitely one I did, like I say, I did think about getting, seeing if I could find it because I know obviously David Wilson was talking about it. So yeah, cheers, Zoe. I'd love to see you try this. I'd love to see Zoe and Duncan try this because they're not like massive beer fans, particularly, and she will often make a certain face with when I make her try beers. She does try them, but yeah. So this is this is gifted beer. I didn't pick this up from anywhere. I'd love to know where she picked it up from as a single bottle. But it's a really not. I started the show going on about how I don't really like Christmas and blah blah blah, and I like Christmas beers and Christmas parties, and that's about it. I'm a bit funny about Christmas gifts as well. If I see something throughout the year that I think, oh, a friend would like that, I'll buy it and gift it. I don't. I get really arsy about the need for like getting too, into this must buy this gift for this person or these kids or whatever. I don't even buy. No, obviously not having kids, I don't have to worry about it. But I don't even buy gifts for my friends' kids because they don't buy me fuck all either. And I actually said that to one of them once. He said, "Where's my Christmas present?" I said, "Well, you didn't buy me one." He said, "But I'm a child." I said, "Yes, and I'm a 40-odd-year-old child." But bless to my friends who've, absolutely pulled it out of the bag. I tell you what, this would go well with. She also gave me a bit of chutney. So talking about cheese and crackers, this would go immensely well with some cheese and crackers and a bit of decent English chutney. I'm not a big chutney fan for sauce or something, but that's an afternoon. That's a Boxing Day cheese and cracker accompaniment. That is because you've got that savouriness, you've got the fruitiness of what I think is apples, or maybe that's just the hop. It's got a fruity kind of hop note. Oh, it is on cask as well. Okay, I missed that one. At my spoons, I guess maybe that doesn't get out so much. I don't really see Hogsback up here that much anymore. I've seen it certainly in the London pubs, not really spoons so much. But yeah, yeah, it's an odd beer for cask, but why not? Why not? And yeah, like I say, it'd be a lovely little kind of it's kind of a picnic beer, you know. Take that out into the meadows, cheese and crackers, bit of pickle, chutney, whatever. That would be a very nice accompaniment. And yeah, I've been fairly critical of Hogsback since me and Mr. Wilson have been talking about them this year. But overall, I always like their beers. I less like the brewery and the brewery owner and the sort of stuff that was coming out from them. But the beers coming out from them have always been kind of on the mark. Some of them not my kind of thing. But yeah, that'd be a very interesting beer to try and cask if I ever see it. I would definitely. At this time, yeah, it's again, it's not even that festive, really. Pork and apple, not massively festive. There's not any other kind of, apart from the slight warming spice kind of note, that's kind of savoury note. It's not massively festive apart from the name, and it's a good name, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure I like it on the face of it, but it is a very good descriptor of this beer because, yeah, it's that pork kind of note, that bacony kind of note. It's dying down a little bit now, and there's more kind of fruitiness going on, and it's still not going copper penny. Still, there is sort of a toffee note there. It is quite sweet, which I quite like, a malt sweetness. It's easily drinkable, despite that slightly testing different kind of smoky note. Not a festive beer, right? How cats goes out. Well, it's I don't know. Would you say it was a festive beer apart from just because the name? The notes are not particularly festive, I suppose. Smoky, it's more like a bonfire night beer, really, with the smokiness. I don't necessarily think of smoked beers as festive, although there is one in that parcel that may or may not be arriving tomorrow. I've got a Schlenkerla, I've got a Cherrywood smoked beer, so I'm interested to see the fruitiness on that and what that comes through as, because I've not had that one from Schlenkerla. Yeah, I don't know. This is from an unknown source. I'm sorry. I obtained this through friends of mine. Friends of mine gave me this as a present. This is my Christmas present. Opened early because I didn't, care for waiting for one particular day. So I opened it, opened the present, and I thought, well, that'll fit in a festive beers range. So yeah, like I say, thanks to good friends Duncan and Zoe. I will message her and see where she actually picked it up from because I'm intrigued because I did have a cursory look round. I am genuinely intrigued to find out where she is because I don't actually know. So, yeah, I will let you know where you can pick single bottles of this up from. I can't imagine there's that many places, but I don't think she went directly to the brewery. So I am very intrigued. It is a great. She always likes to do a random beer at Christmas for me, which is always appreciated. I probably don't know whether that appreciation is shown or understood. Mate, I probably should say it, but I will message her and say this year's a really good one. To be fair, because it is nice. I like it. It's a good beer. It's because it's different. It's got all those different notes. So Well, if you still have some stock, what? I yes and no. I'll always say yes, but I don't need it. It's like it's one of those that I'm glad I've tried it. I would drink another, but I don't need to because I've got so many beers in. If I saw it in cask, I'd definitely go for it. The only reason I need another one is in case they haven't tried it, and I would make them try this because they'd hate it. But I want them to see what I like about it, maybe. But yeah, maybe. But I'm not in any rush. I appreciate, of course, the offer, David, but it's not necessary. But I will. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. It's like I say, I'm always weird about gifted beers. If it turns up, it turns up. But yeah, I might have a look actually. But it's one I would if I drunk in that way. If I was like, oh, I found a beer I like, I will drink it again. It's a beer I would drink again, but I don't necessarily need to because I only drink in like ways of trying as many beers as possible. To be fair. Oh yeah, fair play. Yeah, yeah, yes or no. I see a lot of beers in stores and online that are basic beer with. Yeah, that kind of annoys me a lot. It's like, uh, well, I shouldn't say that really because we have a beer on the bar called Festive Red, which up to a few weeks ago was called Steve's Red Ale because we brewed it for a friend's birthday. He came and actually helped brew. Came in on the brew day as well, so it was called Steve's Red Ale, basically because we couldn't think of a better name. To be fair, and then we sort of went, well, it is kind of, it's got some festive notes. It's got that kind of caramel toffee kind of like red rye kind of note. And it's like, well, that's what was decided. There's nothing to do with me. But yeah, there are a lot of, and certainly a lot of pale ales, unless, again, we have one, we have a West Coast ales that's kind of fairly heavy on the pine. So for me, that's a kind of Christmassy beer. We did one last year called Very Merry, which had actual pine needles in it. But yeah, there's a lot of kind of pale ales that are like have a vaguely hop character that are vaguely pine, so they go, oh well, it's Christmas. But yeah, or simply just put something festive, some snow or something on the can art, and it's like, yeah, that kind of annoys me a little bit. Bear me a second. Here we go again. Fucking nose. Just it's not even this time of year. It happens all year, doesn't it? It's a repeat brew fest. Okay, so I think I've probably noticed Hogsback more since we've been talking about it. So that's probably why I've seen it about this year. But yeah, I hadn't seen it in previous years, but I haven't really been looking at Hogsback for a long, long time. But maybe they'll do it again next year. It's something I would try each year, see if it changes or something like that. Um, but yeah, no, fairly easy and a really nice surprise as well. I suppose that's what I like about presents when somebody brings a beer and you go, oh, actually, that's really good. Like, not that I was expecting it not to be. I was expecting it to be more rough and ready, more rough around the edges, a bit more maybe kind of brown sugar roughness. But there's none of that. It's not smooth because it's quite light, but it's not kind of got any kind of, like I say, no copper penny, no kind of rough edges. Particularly, it is very, very drinkable. I say I would kind of try it on cask. I think that would I would give it that extra edge. I think, yeah, that kind of smokiness is slightly dissipated now. It's just that kind of fruitiness, which to me suggests apple. What did you get, David? And that kind of there is definite kind of fruitiness to it. I don't know if that's the from the hop or what. There's no like additions or adjuncts. But for me, it just reminds me of apple, and it's definitely nice and light and juicy to go with it. But yeah, oh hello cat. She just jumped up. She's a little ninja cat. Sometimes she just jumps in. Hello, what are you doing? Come on in. Hello, come and say hello. Come and wish your fans a happy Christmas. Look, no. He's not going to stay. He's going to rip my jumper apart. Kitty, this way. Hello. Yeah, that's about as Christmassy Christmas wishes you're going to get from Cats Go. Hello. Shark says hello. Kitty, meow, meow, meow. Good cat. You say hello? Say hello to Miss Wilson. Look. It's weird. She doesn't recognise like a reflection. You put her in front of the mirror and she doesn't notice. Right, you're going to stay up there, are you? Go on then. You stay for the rest of the thing up there if you want. Well, you won't actually because I'm going to move it. Yeah, say hello. Nice. I think it's tea with. Oh, okay. Really, you reckon that's the recipe? Okay. I mean, it's a long time since I've had Togham English Ale. Way before they changed it. I used to love ordering a pint of tea at the bar. I don't remember tea having that kind of sort of fruitiness. I definitely remember it being really drinkable, but that was back in the day when I was drinking, when it was in top of my beer list, along with your likes of let's say Tribute, but Doom Bar, when you had that nice kind of like not quite fruity bitter or amber ale, but yeah, yeah, I can't quite see that, but fair play if it is. Actually, she thinks you have some pork. What's pork? No, don't give your cat bit. Right, I'm gonna get that one down. It's going to be really difficult to knock it back now about knocking the cat off. But yeah, cheers for that, Duncan and Zoe. Forget me the claws. She always finds the skin on the back of her neck, even when she's sitting on clothing. Right, yeah, so I'm going to knock that one back. Cheers, and yeah, Fairytale of New Pork from Hogsback Brewery. Good beer. I've got to knock my head back, cat, so I can knock the beer back. So that works. Put it over there. Right, I think you should just go over there, Kitty. It'd be easier. Thank you. Well done. Good girl. Yes, it's your go in a minute. Hey, that time later. That time later, darling. Hello. Good girl. Good cow. Sit there. Good cow. There you go. Right. Yeah, I wasn't sure whether to put that one in second because I wasn't quite sure how smoky it would be. I think I'm going to be all right because the smoke is there, but it's not huge. However, the next beer I think will be fine with a bit of a smoky background. And if you've seen the thumbnail, you might see why. So let's go to beer number 3, please. And beer number 3 is one I'm really looking forward to, actually, because of the ingredients on it, which might mean I'll be more disappointed than anything. That's often how it works. Let's change the banner, show you what it is. It is from Yorkshire. Oh, hang on, what's happened there? What's happened there? Oh, I see. Oh, I put it up as a banner. Not a scroll. think I know what I was doing by now. Right, yes, there we go. It's called Fat Rat. It's part of the Rats series of beers that Ossett do. And it is 8% pistachio and cherry Stollen Stout. It's not Stollen, I bought it. That's a terrible cracker joke, isn't it? Right, so let's get this in a glass, and obviously all those kind of notes. Vienna Stout, something nice and dark to finish on. Pistachio is something very in vogue at the moment, although I'm not sure it goes into a beer that well. Cherry does and can do. Had one the other day. So let's get it into a glass. Use your Yorkshire glass for Amity. Yeah, not too bad on the pour. It's not Coca-Cola. It's a little bit thicker than that. So, and yeah, nice start. I think I have messed that up. See if oh no. If only it was the right way round. There we go. Got the balance. Just there you go. Got the balance, and then we do the photo. Gently. Watch the cat go and jump straight into that chair now. No, kitty. No. I'm gonna go sit back down again. There you go. Nice creamy tan coloured head development on there. Big bubbles, but it looks like it might stick around. Decent, slightly basic can art with the rat picture on it. This is one for you, Kitty, as well. Let's chase the rat. Yeah. So that head development has now dissipated. I've got to sort this area out so I can actually see what's going on. All right, so we've done the balance. Let's get it back in there. Yeah, it looks much thicker and gloopier. Slightly thin on the pour, but only kind of medium kind of thinness. Let's have a little sniff. A little bit of fruitiness, a little bit of chocolatiness. With nothing major on the aroma, but that's only because of my blocked up nose again. But yeah, cheers for a Stollen Stout. Expecting lots of flavour, especially the pistachio and cherry. Cheers and merry Quimble times once again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's a it's not thin. We're not talking like that kind of look at that. The lace in there already. Yeah, so it's not a thin stout. It's not massively smooth, but it's not like kind of hot chocolate smoothness. But there's a good viscosity to it, a good kind of not quite oil, but it's again possibly I've got stouts a bit too cold because the cupboard is cold, but say it's only just gone in today, so it's only sat there for the afternoon really. I can't initially pick out either of those particular flavors. I can't pick out particularly any Stollen because Stollen, if I remember right, is kind of marzipan, isn't it? Like, so there should be some almond going on. The flavors aren't strong enough, and any of it, I can't really get cherry apart from a slight fruitiness, I think. I think as it warms, all those flavors will develop though. So there is a slight fruitiness that sort of suggests cherry without being out and out either sour or sweet cherry. It's going towards black cherry rather than sort of glacier cherry or tart cherry notes. Oh dear, not of you, not a fan of Stollen or cherry. Yeah, Stollen, I've never been massively keen on, but I do quite like cherry, although it often ends up being hit or miss in a beer. This one is, it's sort of like, it's like if you'd got a can of cherry cola and thickened it up a lot, because it has got the stout viscosity. I don't think there's a lot of oats in it to give it that thickness. I don't know where that thickness is coming from, because I think it's kind of medium thickness. Little bit more cherry on the back end there, that kind of slight stone piffiness kind of thing. Pistachio, I've tried a couple of pistachio beers recently because it's really in vogue with that kind of, what's it, Dubai chocolate, pistachio chocolate. I like pistachios. I guess it works pretty well with Stollen. None of the flavors sing out, but that it's not a bad beer. It's really nice. Like I say, with this viscosity, it's quite drinkable as well. Doesn't feel like 8%, I tell you. But yeah, it's all about the mouthfeel on that. It's all about that viscosity. A touch of fruitiness. I'm not getting a lot of pastry, particularly, like I'd think from Stollen. I can't exactly remember. It's a long time since I've had a Stollen. No, it's about a year, because I always go to Tesco's for the yellow stick and reduced price stuff, and you always get some little Stollen slices or some, even a Stollen cake after Christmas, because they don't all sell. Oft, kitty. No, kitty, get off. It's not your chair, darling. No, kitty, it's not your chair. Come on. It's a my chair. It's a my chair, kitty. Good girl. Yes, all right. Let me just finish this beer, and you can have lap time. Good girl. There you go. Bless her. Bless. She just wants to curl up and go to sleep. A bit early. I fed her, so it's not food. But yeah, what I said, yeah. So maybe a little bit more cherry fruitiness, but it's an indiscriminate fruitiness. It's just kind of, yeah, it's there or thereabouts. There is a little nuttiness coming through now, I think. But I like the medium thickness, that viscosity. It's sort of, there is a little bit of spiciness, I think. Let's see what the claim is. See what they say. As I say, it's part of a series of beers that Ossett have started doing. It's kind of become their branding, their thing. It's fat rat, cellar rat, this rat, that rat. I can't remember all of the others, to be fair. This is the first one I've like, oh, I must get this. And again, it was at Trembling Man. It's arrived this afternoon. No, there is oats in it, but I don't think there's a lot. A lot of information we don't entirely need. I've not seen this one before. That's one I haven't seen. Can you see that on the end there? I think it's a woman. I think it says "Don't drink while pregnant." I've not seen that as a thing, but it's definitely a woman who may or may not be pregnant, with a line through it on that one there. Not seen that before. Good advice, obviously, but not sure it's entirely necessary. I haven't looked at best befores. Oh no, I looked at best before. The album was February. Best before on this one, 10th of November 2026. Obviously, it's a current beer. Just for completeness, I suppose. Concede to greed, it says. I don't know if that's a general life choice, but whatever. Give way to the gluttonous fat rat, an indulgent of liquid pudding. It's elegantly rich, yet delightfully devilish. Now, rich, I'll give them, definitely. It's not really pudding. It's not a glass of dessert. I used to have that hashtag. A glass of dessert. Dessert in a glass, I used to have. It's Instagram now. I'm kind of quite big on hashtags, but can't put any more than 5 hashtags on a post on Instagram. That's annoying, especially if I'm getting a delivery. I like to hashtag the beer names. Don't know if it does any good, but not allowed to do it now. So, right. So it says a decadent pastry stout, dripping in cherry, marzipan, and pistachio flavors. Sweet, rich, the ultimate indulgence. It is kind of that. But it doesn't really say Stollen to me. It doesn't really say Festive particularly. But it is a nice beer. I like it. It's because I quite like a slightly rich. There's a little bit of chocolate in there as well. It doesn't really say pastry to me, but I'll tell you what I'm getting now. I'm getting a slight Kirsch kind of note. There's a slight spirity edge to it. That 8% is dropping a little bit now. Furthermore, it says the rat range emerges from the Ossett Brewery nest, venturing out from our Huddersfield brew pub. Oh, I did not know they were Huddersfield. I thought they were further south than that. There you go. I thought they were Wakefield way. From our Huddersfield brew pub, the Rat and Ratchet. Oh, okay. Rat stands confidently on its own 4 feet, born from the shadows, crafted for the bold. They've certainly, I mean, Ossett have always been there or thereabouts. One of the foremost chocolate orange stouts came from Ossett they have several breweries that they kind of amalgamated into Ossett. Fernando's brewery, I think it was. One fantastic chocolate orange stout, one of the best chocolate orange stouts I've ever had. And this one is comes under that rat range, the fat rat. It's a good piece of branding. I think they're going to run out of names for rats, to be fair, at some point. But the other ones, again, the branding is great. It looks great, bit of can art. Rats are an odd one to choose because rats are universally not liked, apart from a small percentage of the population that keep them for pets, and just like slightly bigger mice, aren't they, really? So it's an odd one because you want people to like your brand and not associate it with vermin. But if that's what the pub is called, and that's how they've gone with that, and like I say, all the other rat range look good. I just haven't. I've had the one in Tesco, the King Rat. I think that was a pretty good double IPA. To be fair, didn't go too grapefruity, so I was quite pleased with that. I've got another one in the cupboard actually. This one I would have again. I think I would try it again. I'd much rather see it on cask. I think that would be better. But yeah, no, it's a very drinkable kind of. It's a good finish with that kind of slight dessert note, that kind of slight decadence. I love the viscosity, like I say. Not the best, but it's far worse out there. I'm not getting masses of cherry. Definitely not getting much pistachio or any kind of nuttiness, really. Marzipan, you want almond, and it's sort of there or thereabouts, but isn't outstanding. There's a fruitiness to it. But that's, like I say, that kind of like Kirsch barrel spirity edge to it. And again, as a festive beer, none of these have been massively festive. Massively festive. The first one has an excuse because it's not really a festive beer. I just put it in there because it come out of a Christmas gift pack and all that. So, yeah, the the Hogsback, I'd say, isn't massively festive with that smoky note, but it's got Boxing Day cheese and crackers and cold turkey kind of picnic vibes to it. This one, yeah, there is a kind of Stollen note, I think, coming through now as it warms. So this one is probably the most festive because, yeah, again, it's not Christmas pudding or Christmas cake. It's Boxing Day kind of chocolate cake, leftover Stollen. The Stollen is kind of there, but it's sort of just fairly tenuous. But then all my beer lineups, all my live beer reviews are a tenuous group of beers. I like this one. I do. It is nice. I want it to be thicker and more pastry, but the viscosity is good. It's kind of oily, kind of sweet. And it's got some good flavors without really hitting the notes. And I don't mind if it doesn't hit the notes as long as it's a really good drinkable beer, and it is. It's got that kind of, yeah, it's got that nice sweetness. Some people would find it too sweet. The cherry is kind of there or thereabouts. I don't know about the pistachio. Not much in the way of almond, but it's nice. It all fits together really nicely, and it's 8%, and it doesn't taste 8%, so just gets you a bit wobbly. Really, it's a good kind of, without going on to the spirits, without going on to the sherry, without going on to the kirsch. It's a good one for Christmas because it's got that. It's getting more and more spirity as it goes down, so it's definitely got a sort of Christmassy edge without being out Christmassy. It's the most Christmassy of this lineup. And for me, somebody who doesn't really like Christmas, all of these beers have been good because they're good regardless that it's Christmas. But this one is probably the most Christmassy. Oh God, I just got to check. Oh, I thought I'd said all that without the microphone on for a second. But yeah, so hang on, I pressed the wrong button. There you go. So yeah, let me know if you're watching this after the event. Do let me know in the comments what Christmas beers I should be trying, what Christmas beers I should buy after the event because it's too late now. And after that, thank you very much, everybody, for watching the whole year. To be fair, if you've ever popped in, popped a like, popped a comment, or even just popped in to watch and gone, stuff this dickhead, and left again. Because as long as you've been in for 3 seconds, it counts, and that's great. I don't think I'll do one. I don't think I'll do a live tomorrow. I might pop on somebody else's, see if there's anybody else about maybe tomorrow, Christmas Eve tomorrow. Unless you're Sam Smalley is Christmas Eve today, 24 hours ahead. No, 12 hours ahead. But yeah, I've got so much beer to get through. I'm going to try and not buy any beer over Christmas or next month. That said, I did see Park Brewery over in Kingston have, after me nagging them for several years, not me entirely, but I've spoke to Park Brewery and said the other year about bringing back Isabella, a very festive brown ale that I've enjoyed and reviewed several times in the past, and it's one I will go back to if they bring it out, and they have. So probably won't get that before New Year unless I can get over to Kingston Way and pick some up. But I do like Isabella as a brown ale, fabulous beer. So I'm pleased they brought that back. Little Christmas present to me, I guess. But yeah, apart from that, thank you as always, Mr. Wilson, Shark, and everybody else who's popped in either tonight. Have a festive bar humbug. I got the hat. Did anybody see the hat? There it is. Bar humbug. Yeah. Apart from the beers, just wait, Kitty. I'm doing the outro. Just wait. Did you hear her? She's like, oh, my turn now. No, wait. Give it 5 minutes. We're good. Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. Have a very Merry Christmas if you must. I will be as happy next week as this I might even wander up the pub Christmas Day. That's the plan. Not sure which one. I've got many options. Might be the Weatherspoons. They're open on Christmas Day. Probably a couple of pints of roasted nuts from Marlow Rebellion. And if not, and if I don't see you before, have a great one. Have a really good Christmas. And cheers and enjoy the beers. I might do some lives next week as well. Yeah, thanks everybody. Have a great Christmas. Have a great New Year. And see you on a live somewhere again soon. I'm padding so that I can find the outro. It'll be here somewhere. Thanks very much indeed. We're going to be for the outro. Where's it gone? There we go. Yeah, I'm in Disco, Just Disco Beer Review. Please click like and subscribe. I've only done it once tonight. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button down there somewhere. And above all, cheers and enjoy the beers.